Amidst the enchanting beauty of autumn, 17-year-old Lucas couldn't escape the eerie feeling that his mysterious neighbor, Mrs. Gravely, was at the heart of the strange occurrences in his backyard. Lucas had lived next door to the reclusive widow for as long as he could remember, but this particular autumn, he began to suspect that her secrets were intricately intertwined with the peculiar happenings that had suddenly plagued his life. It all began one chilly evening, when Lucas was sipping hot apple cider on his porch, gazing at the swirling leaves as they fell gracefully to the ground. His eyes drifted toward Mrs. Gravely's home, a dilapidated Victorian mansion that exuded an aura of age and mystery. She, too, was a fixture of the neighborhood, known for her odd hours, her barely visible presence, and her distinct air of enigma. Lucas's gaze fixed on her, and he noticed that she was standing in her backyard, clad in a tattered, long cloak. Her bony, gnarled fingers clutched an ancient-looking book, and she chanted in a language he couldn't recognize. A sudden gust of wind swept through the yard, extinguishing Lucas's porch candle, mirroring the same chilling breeze that had been part of the inexplicable phenomena in his own yard. On countless nights, haunted by curiosity and a sense of unease, Lucas decided to investigate. He stealthily approached Mrs. Gravely's property one eerie, moonlit evening. The rusty swing set in her yard creaked and swayed despite the stillness of the night. Eerie laughter, muted but unmistakable, echoed through the crisp air, and Lucas felt certain that the whispers he heard were spoken with a sinister, conspiratorial tone. But it was when he dared to peek through Mrs. Gravely's windows that his blood ran cold. He bore witness to unsettling rituals, surrounded by flickering candles and strange symbols etched onto the floor. It was as though she had summoned something unnatural and otherworldly into her home. Lucas' friends, when they visited, regarded his tales of Mrs. Gravely with skepticism. They believed her to be nothing more than a quirky, harmless old woman, perhaps eccentric due to age. They brushed aside his concerns, attributing them to his vivid imagination and the eerie allure of autumn's folklore. Nevertheless, Lucas couldn't let go of the conviction that a malevolent force was at play in the strange occurrences that had infiltrated his life. One dark, moonlit night, he resolved to venture into the woods behind Mrs. Gravely's home. He knew, with a disconcerting certainty, that he was on the cusp of unraveling a deeply disturbing secret. As he moved deeper into the woods, he stumbled upon an ancient, gnarled tree, its bark adorned with the same enigmatic symbols he had seen in Mrs. Gravely's house. Suddenly, a bone-chilling wind gusted through the trees, and the leaves whispered in an eerie, haunting chorus. Lucas felt a presence, an otherworldly and ancient force, much like the one he had sensed in Mrs. Gravely's backyard. It was as though the woods themselves held a dark secret, and he was on the verge of discovering it. It was at this moment that Lucas understood the terrifying truth. Mrs. Gravely was not merely a peculiar neighbor, she was a keeper of a dark and powerful secret. Her rituals had awakened an ancient, otherworldly entity, one that lurked in the shadows and whispered secrets that were not meant to be heard. As autumn drew to a close, the inexplicable occurrences in Lucas' backyard gradually subsided, leaving him with a sense of unease that he could not shake. He never confronted Mrs. Gravely, for he was too afraid of what might lurk in her dark realm. Lucas' autumn became a season of unsettling mysteries, forever connecting Mrs. Gravely to the eerie forces of the season. The inexplicable occurrences had left him with haunting memories of his enigmatic neighbor and the sinister entities she had seemingly awoken. And even as the leaves fell and the chill of winter set in, the secrets of that eerie autumn remained etched in his mind, a constant reminder of the mysteries lurking beneath the surface of everyday life.